Hey guys, this is Anime Ball Z here, and today we're going to be doing the opening part of What If Goku Had a System. Please like the video if you haven't already and subscribe. It's totally free and you can unsubscribe whenever you want. There's nothing much else I'd like to say in the intro, so without further ado, let's get into the video.
Slick talker since a jet. Winter time, all the time, ooh, yeah. Look at the way that I move, swag. Disrespectful and I'm rude, okay. I had cocaine in the school.
To begin with, Goku's early years are very similar. He still ends up transforming into an Uzaru and killing his adopted father, Grandpa Gohan. This means that Goku lives a solitary life as a child for many years, but still manages due to his strength and survival skills. One day though, about a year or two before the arrival of Bulma in the series, Goku sees an odd system panel appear by his side. He turns around and seems totally spooked by this. Goku hasn't even been to a city and hasn't really seen technology, so this glowing panel projection looks totally alien to him. Is this some technique or something, he thinks, looking around for threats. He finds no one, then stands up to see that this glowing white screen follows him around too. Configuring. Welcome to the Ultimate Saiyan system. Ultimate Saiyan system? What's a Saiyan and what's a system, he asks himself, scratching his head. Upon thinking this, another panel appears just in front of this one. User, Kakarot brackets Goku. Titles, none. Key control 5, intelligence 1, reflexes 5, durability 5, and adaptability 2. Is this referring to me? Why are they saying my name's Kakarot? My name's Goku, Goku blurts out upon seeing this message. The system refers to all names of the user. The first name displayed is the name given to the user at birth. This message just confuses Goku since Grandpa Gohan is his adopted grandfather. Did he name him? That doesn't really make sense. He should be his grandfather and not his father, but everything doesn't make much sense to him. That's got to be wrong. My name's Son Goku, Goku claims, pointing at himself. The system gives no reply and just puts this situation to rest. New technique, Key Blast. New quest, tutorial quest, foundation. Follow the basic Saiyan training program every day for 90 days. Reward system completion. Goku doesn't really understand the stuff that's shown to him and it makes sense. He's never been to school and was only educated to a basic level by Grandpa Gohan. He also hit his head as a child, so he just dismisses this notification and continues his day as normal. The panels eventually disappear and Goku just attributes what happened to some weird hallucination or something. As he wakes up, something then happens. He wakes up to this panel. Quest failed, system punishment activated. Goku doesn't even have time to think about what's happening before he is then transported to another area. It's like a grassland and Goku can't really understand why he's been sent here. As he looks up, he can see a massive Uzaru being staring down at him with red eyes. Goku makes his stance and tries to reach for his staff only to realise that it's gone completely. The Uzaru swings down its arms and slams Goku into the floor vehemently, breaking the bones in his body. Goku screams in pain, then continues receiving punch after punch, even being forced to take ki blasts head on. It's totally brutal and Goku in real life is just on the ground, trembling and drooling. Even if his mind isn't directly controlling his body anymore, the pain just makes him twitch and tremble subconsciously. After a full 30 minutes of that ruthless breakdown, Goku's mind is returned to the real world and he is more than grateful to be relieved of all that tormenting agony. What just happened, he thinks, tapping his body down to see if he has any injuries. The user didn't complete the quest and the punishment was issued. This level of language isn't really something that Goku can follow since he just isn't really educated. You didn't do the quest asked and so got punished. Oh, so I guess this thing really is real then, Goku realises. The same quest that he got before is then issued out again. Goku then looks at the panel and wonders what this training regimen actually is. What is the program? I haven't been told what to actually do, Goku says, puzzled. The user can activate the program by saying activate program internally. He follows this command, then a large projection appears in front of him. It's about 6 foot tall, then begins becoming 3-dimensional. It resembles a humanoid being, then becomes a projection of someone that looks like a Saiyan. There is a slight blue shade to his appearance and he has a wiggling tail with blue and black armor. Welcome Saiyan to the Ultimate Saiyan system. You probably do not know who I am as my name has been written out of history, but my name is Yamoshi. Here I'll be guiding you through the basic Saiyan training program, he explains. Goku is attentive and doesn't want to go through that agony that he had been put through previously. Goku goes outside, then this projection follows him by walking in the same way to himself. Are you real? Goku asks, going up to touch him. His hand phases right through his body and the Saiyan man starts laughing. No, young Saiyan, I am merely a projection. I am built into the system you now have and must help you with this program, that is all. You are the only person that I can interact with. The first part of his program is physical training. Yamoshi directs him to some forests and says that he should be using the branches for things like pulling exercises. The difficulty of the program is relative to his strength, so it pushes him right to the limit but not past it. It also consists of hand-to-hand combat where he learns different fighting techniques. He He is also surprised by the fighting style being taught to him. Unlike Grandpa Gohan's fighting style, it seems wilder and more brutish. A lot of the attacks use exaggerated swings and strikes meant to draw the full power of the user of the martial art out. After several hours of this heavy training, it finishes off with some light training that's focused more on his mind. This is ki control training. It makes him meditate and learn to gather the ki inside him. As the training program finishes, Goku lifts up, clearly tired. That is all I need to show you today. I hope you continue steadily down this path to becoming a strong Saiyan warrior. Goodbye, Saiyan, Yamoshi says, waving before vanishing completely. As he disappears, Goku returns home to then see a bunch of food appear out of thin air. There are bowls and bowls of rice, meat and other nutritious things in there, then he literally devours what is there completely. He feels quite full after eating all that food, then continues with his program the following day. The days turn into weeks, which then turn into months. Yamoshi continues to guide Goku through his training and he starts making some astounding progress. It's more progress than he ever achieved with Grandpa Gohan and by himself, and his power level reaches 25 before he knows it. So that's the program. If you continue down this path, some more training programs should await you. I'll see you later, young Saiyan. After that, Yamoshi disappears and the program is complete. Quest complete. System complete. +1 intelligence, +1 durability. Goku can feel this immediate boost in power, but he can also understand more of this system as he looks at it again. His intelligence has grown and his durability has also grown, and he can feel his body has become sturdier in that regard. User, Kakarot brackets Goku, titles none. Ki control 5, intelligence 2, reflexes 5, durability 6, adaptability 2. Skills unlocked, +1 skill, Ki Blast, a discharged portion of ki that explodes upon impact with a solid object. +1 skill, flight, the user can fly. Goku looks quite excited upon seeing these skills and remembers Yamoshi talking to him about these techniques. He extends his hand and shoots out a ki blast that hits into a wall of an adjacent mountain. A large portion of the rock is shaved right off in one go, and this surprises Goku quite a lot. He does it again in quick succession and laughs upon seeing how powerful the attack is. He then moves on to his other skill. Once he thinks about flying, he doesn't feel much and thinks it's not working until he feels a sense of weightlessness. He then begins truly flying and it's unbelievable to him. New quest Novice. Follow the Novice Saiyan training program for 365 days. Rewards, 2 skills, 1 item. For this program, Yamoshi is here to help, but what changes is just the contents of the program. In this program, Goku starts learning how to use his Uzaru form every full moon. Yamoshi is there to try and keep him sane and controlled, but he doesn't have a physical body to contain him. Also, he starts hitting himself with his very own ki blasts. He is reluctant to do it at first, but he notices that his power starts climbing through the roof when he heals from those injuries. After 10 months though, Goku starts making some progress and doesn't go berserk whenever he transforms. He just becomes timid and calm, but he isn't smart enough to talk or fight in any skilled way. 2 more months pass and Goku has gained a significant boost to his strength. His power level has now reached 100 before even the start of Dragon Ball, and his quest is complete. Quest complete, +1 skill, Uzaru power. The strength of the Uzaru form increases by 2 times for 30 seconds, causes heavy stamina drain. Skill Powerball. The user can create a small artificial moon with enough Blutz waves to begin the Uzaru transformation. Goku likes the sound of those 2 skills, but then another system panel appears. New item, the Saiyan Book of Legends number 1, the Legend of the Super Saiyan. I wonder what this is about, Goku says. He hasn't read a book ever since Gohan's passing, but he would like to see what this book is all about. After all this training, Goku is really starting to believe that he is a Saiyan. He asked Yamoshi why a system called him Kakarot, but it seemed like he didn't know the answer. He would simply not reply to his question or give some witty reply that was totally vague. This is around June age 749, so a few months before the start of Dragon Ball. He starts reading and is immediately engaged by the literature. He never thought he'd like to read, but since it's about his supposed heritage, he just can't stop reading it. It details a special Saiyan that was of kind heart and righteous. A Saiyan that directly battled the evil of the Saiyan race to try and bring them down. Goku likes the idea of this Saiyan since he is of pure heart himself. He feels like this Saiyan being described is a lot like him, and to be honest, a lot like Yamoshi. The months pass and he continues to read this book talking about the history of the Saiyans. Bulma arrives on September 1st just like usual and asks for his Dragon Ball. However, he declines and then eventually explains her quest to acquire all the Dragon Balls. Goku has nothing better to do and lacks the idea of what this summoned Shenron can do, therefore he decides to follow her on her quest to acquire these supposed Dragon Balls. Upon just meeting Master Roshi, Goku sees the Kamehameha wave being used and then sees a notification appear from his system. Skill acquired, skill Kamehameha wave. The user can output a powerful energy wave of discharged ki that explodes upon hitting a solid object. Goku smiles upon seeing this notification appear, then uses his Kamehameha wave by aiming it at the sky. He's been using ki blasts and has noticed that he can destroy whole mountains with them. If this Kamehameha wave is stronger than that, then he could really wreck something if this blast were to hit it. Therefore he aims it into the sky so it doesn't actually hit anything on Earth. The blue energy wave blasts into the sky, blasting open a cloud and flying out into space. Roshi watches this happen, astonished with the young boy's talent and power. He managed to copy a technique that took him decades to master after seeing it merely once. The Emperor Pilaf saga continues, and they still end up getting trapped by the Emperor using sleeping gas. When they are trapped though, Goku leaps up to the glass roof over their heads and shatters it with a single punch. They're all able to escape through this way, but the Dragon Balls have already been taken. After this event, Goku finishes the book given to him by his system and receives some rewards for doing such. +1 intelligence, +1 item, the Saiyan Book of Legends number 2, The Rise of Vegeta the First. Goku then begins reading this second book and can read a lot more of the words that he can see on the page. It's like he's gotten way smarter in a flash and he can absorb the information much better and much easier. Instead of talking about the first Super Saiyan, this book is talking about basically how the Saiyan world was much before King Cold's conquest. It also talks about how the very first king of the Vegeta line came to be king. Just for your information, these are Goku's stats now. User Kakarot brackets Goku. Titles none. Ki control 5, intelligence 3, reflexes 5, durability 6, adaptability 2. This saga ends, but Goku then starts training under Master Roshi with Krillin. When Master Roshi tries to time Goku, he zips across the 100-meter distance in a flash. Krillin is jealous but also stunned, and their training begins. Roshi must make Goku go through a lot more for him to progress. Even with all the extra effort Goku goes through, he can still handle the training better than Krillin can. After this tough training, Goku's power level reaches up to 140, while Krillin's reaches around the same it was in canon. Before the tournament, Goku receives this system quest. Quest Tournament. Win the tournament and become the world's strongest fighter. Rewards 1 item. The first match that goes through some significant change is the match between Goku and Giran. Goku flies right at Giran and punches him once, launching him right off the ring in one go. With the finals, Krillin is still defeated by Jackie Chun in the same way, and Nam has a much tougher time against Goku. He rushes in and tries to kick Goku. The Saiyan grabs his kick before swinging around to slam him into the floor. Master Roshi is surprised with the boy's brutality and doesn't remember training him to fight in such a way. Once Nam raises back up, Goku slugs forward his fist and totally rocks him with this single strike. He is eliminated and Goku advances to the final match. Goku is up against Jackie Chun and the fight begins being quite equal. They trade blows and Goku is actually going light this time. They seem to go toe to toe in the first tournament in canon, so this means that Jackie Chun won't be doing much to stop the force that is Goku in this what if. Jackie Chun charges forward and throws a multitude of punches while Goku turtles up to block each one. They land on his forearms and he just gets pushed back slightly upon receiving each attack. He seems relatively unharmed. For the next punch that comes his way, he slips past it and punches the man in his chest. Before he can fall back though, Goku wraps his tail around one of his wrists and pulls him back to then land a subsequent strike as he is pulled toward him again. This is a technique taught to him in the Novice Saiyan program as just a gimmicky way to use his extra body part. Roshi looks a little stunned after taking those 2 punches, but he remains resilient. He begins using his buffed up full power state and shocks the crowd with his bulging muscles. He smiles at Goku before charging forward to try and attack him. Goku prepares himself but receives quite a strong punch right to his jaw. It sends him staggering back across the ring, then he wildly swings at Roshi who evades. Once Goku's fist is fully extended, he lands a kick to his stomach then a punch to his face. Goku is beat down with these attacks and it seems like there is nothing to do to turn the fight back in his favour. Jackie Chun was hoping to have ended this fight a little more quickly since he is using a lot more of his stamina, but he is willing to be a little tired to make sure his trainee doesn't get a hot head by winning. Goku is beat to the edge of the ring and has blood trickling down from his nose and mouth. The fight is pretty much over for him, but there is one last trick up his sleeve. He looks right to the moon behind Roshi and this begins his transformation. His muscles begin to bulge up and grow furry as he grows. His power increases tenfold and his power level reaches a whopping 1400. He doesn't think his other skill, the Uzaru power, will be needed here and he lands a single kick to Jackie Chun that launches him out the ring entirely. Goku is deemed the winner of the World Martial Arts Tournament, but Goku doesn't seem to be able to transform back into his human form. He is happy to see that he has pretty much complete control over his mind now though. He doesn't feel angrier than he usually does, but it's just that he can't actually return to his ordinary humanoid state. The prize money is given to Roshi who takes it in his stead since it looks like Goku isn't really in a state to do that. Goku then follows his friends in this gigantic form that he must remain in until the full moon has passed. Quest complete, +1 item, Ancient Power Seed. a rare seed that when consumed can unlock the latent potential of the user. Goku likes the sound of this item, but when he goes to try and eat it, it hovers above his mouth like there's an invisible force field in between him and the seed. The user cannot ingest this seed due to having insufficient battle power. Goku tries again only to meet the exact same message. Alright then, he tells himself before pocketing the seed. This means that all he has to do is grow stronger so that in the future he can eat the seed and get stronger right away. As for the Red Ribbon Army saga, things will certainly go differently. For the first part of the saga with General White and Android 8 and things, it goes pretty much the same. The Red Ribbon Army stand no chance against him, and this includes people like Mercenary Tao. When Goku uses his Power Ball and transforms, he can wreak havoc then just destroy such fake moon when he's finished. It's a great thing to have. Hidden quest complete, defeat the Red Ribbon Army, new title, one man army, +1 skill, precision strike. The user's battle power increases by 5 times for a single punch that lands perfectly where the user intended to. Requires a lot of ki and causes heavy stamina drain. +1 all stats, +1 item, level 1 champion's gi. A special golden gi that can be worn by the user. It's a one-size-fits-all gi that is lightweight and provides the user with a 2x power boost. It also triples the user's durability stat. Goku gets quite interested in this item and decides to put it on right away. User Kakarot (Goku), titles, one man army. Ki control 6, intelligence 4, reflexes 6, durability 21, 7 times 3, adaptability 3. For the following saga it goes pretty similar, except that he dominates in his fight against Grandpa Gohan. Before the next saga comes up though, the King Piccolo saga, Goku finishes his book on the rise of Vegeta I. He closes the book, then a message appears once he shuts it. The book then vanishes in the process. Transformations unlocked. Transformations, he wonders, looking at the system panel. Transformation full Super Saiyan. The user transforms into this state, providing a 25 times boost to their original strength. Stamina drain is moderate and requires 100 S power. S power 50 out of 100. S power. What is S power? He asks the system. S power refers to how many S cells the user has within their body. The user requires a certain number of S cells to achieve a Saiyan transformation, quantified by the S power scale. The user can increase the number of S cells in their body through having a kind heart and increasing their battle power. The following saga is the 22nd Tenkaichi Budokai. This is where Goku really gets to shine and show off his newfound abilities. His power level is now 500 after frequent Zenkai boosts. With Uzaru and Uzaru power, his power level can reach as high as 10,000. He finally achieves an S power of 100 and hopes to use the power he's trained so hard to possess after all this time. However, now that he has gotten so strong, he remembers about the ancient power seed that he still has in his possession. He's looking to grow even stronger like Goku always does and decides to see if he's strong enough to eat the seed. He tries to place it in his mouth and finds that it drops right in. The seed is surprisingly sweet and chewy, then once he swallows he can feel his ki almost bursting out from his body. His aura blasts outward and he feels a great boost to his strength right away. With this seed his power level doubles, reaching 1000. +7 durability. User Kakarot (Goku), titles, one man army. Ki control 6, intelligence 4, reflexes 6, durability 14, adaptability 3. Whoa, he thinks upon feeling how much stronger he's become. Now for the 22nd Tenkaichi Budokai. Before it begins, Goku receives another notification from his system. New quest back to back. Settle this tournament and win for the second time in a row. Rewards, ? Goku is happy to have received another quest after this dry few years of plain training. After finishing those 2 books on Saiyan history, he hadn't really gotten many quests and just had to train to unlock this transformation of his. Not only that, but the question marks entice him even more and he's excited to see what he's going to get from completing this quest. In this tournament, he's looking to use it for the first time. Goku faces this human boxer Pamput and we all know what's going to happen here. The boxer gets demolished in one attack and is eliminated. For the following match, Goku is against Krillin. Goku wants to give Krillin a good fight since he has seen how strong the human has become, however he knows that he has to win. They trade blows for a time and Krillin feels like he's doing extremely well. Goku doesn't expose his full power to many people since he really doesn't have to. There hasn't really been a threat where he's had to become an Uzaru and use Uzaru power to defeat them. He just never needed power above like 500 to defeat anyone in Dragon Ball, and his base is well beyond that now. Also, Goku feels little to nothing of the attacks landing on his body. With his much higher strength and the champion gi that he is wearing, the attacks are doing no damage whatsoever. Krillin steps back then shoots forward his Kamehameha wave, but Goku swats it away into the sky. He then lands a light punch to Krillin that throws him right off the ring and eliminates him. The fight is over and Goku is deemed the winner of this semi-finals match. The final match is against Tien and Goku just wants to finish this off as quickly as possible. He's too impatient, and since that quest has question marks beside its rewards, he wants to end this right now. He crouches down, then begins trying to activate this transformation. As he does this, he can feel his ki growing and he envelops in a powerful silver aura. His power continues to climb and grow, making the ground beneath him shake. Tien watches on incredulously, and it helps that none of the people here can sense his ki. If they could, they never would have even stepped foot on this arena to face him. Goku's hair lifts and his muscles enlarge, then his power level skyrockets. He shouts from this influx of ki and power, and he finally enters his new form, full Super Saiyan. His pupils are gone and he smiles from this power that he's received. Tien just stands there, then uses his tri-beam while Goku is stood still like a sitting duck. The blast hits him head on but does no damage at all. What? Tien wonders, watching this happen. This attack is the most famed of Master Shen. However, it's done nothing against Goku. The Saiyan charges forward and lands a single punch to Tien that knocks him out even though he didn't hit his head. It leaves him in a bad state and Goku is deemed the winner of the tournament. The other people, even the members of the Turtle Hermit School, don't understand how Goku has grown this powerful. Not only that, but they also have no clue what trick he just pulled there. Master Roshi initially thinks it might have something to do with his own full power buff form, but after seeing his hair rise and his pupils disappear, he knows it must be something else. Quest complete, item level up, item level 2 champion gi. A special golden gi that can be worn by the user. It's a one-size-fits-all gi that is lightweight and provides the user with a 3x power boost. It also triples the user's durability stat. Plus one technique, Technique Sadala Slash. A technique created by the ancient Saiyans on planet Sadala, the user can create a powerful slashing technique that has incredible cutting abilities. With even more rewards, Goku is happy to know that his power can seemingly grow endlessly with this system of his. However, the rewards aren't done yet. New stat, Perception. User Kakarot brackets Goku. Titles: One Man Army, Ki Control 6, Intelligence 4, Reflexes 6, Durability 42, 14 times 3, Adaptability 3, Perception 5. Goku leaves some of his stuff back at the tournament and Krillin offers to go get his things for him. In the end, he is killed by Tambourine and Goku goes over to see his dead body lying there. In a fit of rage, he powers back up into his full Super Saiyan state. His transformation destroys some of the building that he is within and he then stands up to look outside. Goku then tracks down Tambourine and moves so quickly that the Namekian can barely even react. He is hit with a single punch from Goku that shatters his skull and kills him. He falls from the skies and Goku just remains in flight, breathing heavily from his rage. King Piccolo creates another son, Symbol, that tries to find the Dragon Balls. However, Goku also defeats Symbol once he finds him. King Piccolo is enraged by the death of his children and decides to go out to find this Goku that has defeated both of them. He eventually does find the kid, but Goku remains unfazed upon watching him near. Goku has never met anybody strong enough to even make him go full power in his base form. He's sure that this will be the same for this old looking warrior. However, Goku has been taught by people like Yamoshi and Roshi to never underestimate a foe. He doesn't do so and makes his stance in preparation for the inevitable battle. King Piccolo shouts and charges at the fighter to try and throw his first attack. His punch doesn't even land and the Saiyan catches it before it can amount to much. Before the Demon King can even remove his fist, Goku gets a tighter grip on it and makes sure that he can't pull it back at all. He then shoots forward his other hand and launches his demon wave from extremely close up. He even gets some collateral damage from using such a powerful energy wave from close up, but Goku is revealed to have no injuries. Goku twists the man's wrist before landing a powerful strike right to his stomach to knock the wind right out of him. He wheezes and drops to his knees and he surprises the other fighters that surround him. They assume that they'd have to seal King Piccolo with the Mafuba technique, but Goku has brought the mighty Demon King to his knees in a single strike. You people will pay for what you did to Krillin, Goku says, lifting his hand up to his face. King Piccolo coughs blood and barely even has the strength to lift up. Goku gets ready to blast the Namekian to smithereens, but is stopped before he can do a thing. Wait, if I die here, the Dragon Balls will become nothing. Your precious protector, Kami, will die with me. Our lives are linked. Killing one of us takes both of us away, King Piccolo announces. Goku hesitates before grumbling and dropping his hand. He turns, trying to think of what to do. He is currently looking at the ground, then King Piccolo has a mischievous smile on his face. He leaps up to try and attack him, but Goku waves his hand and uses the Sadala Slash. An explosion is given off while his slash of energy cuts deep into the ground. King Piccolo is arrogant, but he knows that if he got hit by that, he'd be dead. Goku then zooms toward the king and taps his neck, knocking him out in one go. He then gets the Dragon Balls and summons Shenron. With this, Krillin is revived, then the Dragon Balls disperse. With King Piccolo knocked out, Master Roshi could perform the Mafuba, but he's quite old and weak. If he uses it, he's sure that he will just die, so to them that isn't an option right now. They must consider other options. For the time being, they just get Kami to make some special confinement on his body with his ability to materialize things from nothing. The threat has been neutralized for now and the world is back at peace. Krillin is alive once again and Goku is grateful that that's the case. The King Piccolo arc has drawn to a close and the large period between this arc and the next ensues. New quest, intermediate program. Begin the intermediate Saiyan training program and complete every day for 365 days. Rewards ? Goku follows up with this quest and the training is much harder than any form of training that he had gone through previously. Yamoshi is harsh and urges Goku to push himself as much as he can. He also has a lot more focus on things like meditation and controlling his ki. Yamoshi starts teaching him about controlling one's ki to make sure that ki doesn't leak from the body. When this happens, you can fight for longer and at full power for longer too. With the power of Zenkai's at his aid, his progress for training is immense. Upon going to the lookout to drop off King Piccolo, we also saw Korin and the items that he has to offer, senzu beans. Along with large nutritious meals, Goku has senzu beans to further accelerate his growth. This makes his power level grow even more quickly and he sees some explosive power growth. His power level after this year of training reaches a whopping 20,000. He is focusing on using his Zenkai boosts while also perfecting his fighting style and skill. This makes his training very effective for a Saiyan like himself. Quest complete, +1 ki control, +1 reflexes, +1 perception. User Kakarot brackets Goku, titles One Man Army. Ki control 7, intelligence 4, reflexes 7, durability 14, adaptability 3, perception 6. New transformation Super Saiyan. A powerful transformation that provides a 50 times multiplication to one's basic strength. Requires 250 S power 131 out of 250. This is gonna be a process, Goku tells himself upon seeing this notification. For him to get more S power, all he can really do is get stronger. He already has the other stage covered, which is just having a pure heart. New transformation Ikari. Utilize the power of the Uzaru in your base form. Receive the boost to power from the Uzaru state without any speed reduction. This requires an extra amount of training to control one's beastly instincts in just their base form. Now this form seems like quite the form to use. If he can learn to use it in his base form, there will be little decrease in his speed and he could still fight in the same way that he does usually. He does have stronger forms to use like full Super Saiyan, but he still feels like this form could be an asset to him anyway. Kami doesn't choose to teach Goku here because he seems to already be far above his level. He can already fly and has amazing ki control. Even though he fights fiercely, his control and mastery over his ki is truly profound. Goku continues training on his own using the senzu beans from Korin's tower to fuel his strength. His system becomes quite inactive for the time being, but he isn't really bothered. By the time of the Piccolo Jr. saga, Goku's power level is 50,000. In this world tournament, Piccolo Jr. isn't a thing as King Piccolo has been imprisoned on the lookout. Therefore, Goku wins relatively easily, and the system doesn't even give him any rewards for his win. After this is over though, Goku's S power reaches 250, which is what he needs to achieve Super Saiyan. Solitarily training near the Kame house, Goku begins to power up and tries to harness this strength. He can feel the rage inside him growing wildly, then he finally ascends and transforms. His body is illuminated by a glowing golden aura and his hair rises also. It looks divine and godlike, while his body feels way stronger than it once was. Hidden quest complete, modern Super Saiyan. Be the first Saiyan in centuries to achieve the Super Saiyan state. Item upgraded, item level 3 champion gi. A special golden gi that can be worn by the user. It's a one-size-fits-all gi that is lightweight and provides the user with a 3 times power boost. It also triples the user's durability stat. While the user wears the gi, it provides a healing factor to slowly heal them from minor to moderate injuries. New item, Ring of Yamoshi. A ring containing the energy of the super powerful godly ki of Yamoshi. The user can extract certain percentages of the ring's power relative to the strength of the user's body. Extracting too high of a percentage of Yamoshi's god ki can result in grave injury or even death. So that will conclude the opening part to What If Goku Had a System. Please tell me something you liked about this video or something that I shall improve on for the next one. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.